Oi, gente! Today's video is a really special one because it's my way of announcing to you that I am on my way to Brazil. I pre-recorded this video and scheduled it to post on my channel for the weekend that I'll be traveling so that we can have this experience together. This video is going to be a little bit different than the topics that I posted about so far because I want it to be a little more personal. I want to share with you guys about what it's been like to prepare to leave everything I know to move to another country and just what that whole process has been like. So maybe you're wondering, why is this girl moving to Brazil? What is going on with her life? How did she make this decision? So I'm going to share some of that with you guys today. So long story short, I'm moving to Brazil for a boy. I know, I'm crazy, muito doida. I never ever thought that I would up and move to Brazil ever in my life. Brazil wasn't even on my radar until I met Serge. And as far as foreign languages go, I've only ever studied Mandarin Chinese, so I don't think that's gonna come in very handy in a Portuguese-speaking country. Serge and I met at an internship at a church in New York in the summer of 2019. Big shout out to Northridge, forever indebted to you. Apparently, Serge and I had been going to the same university for 3 years, but we had never crossed paths. Over the summer, we got to know each other and the rest of the amazing team of interns, and we all learned how to do ministry together. It was seriously the best summer ever. We started dating just a couple weeks after our senior year began at Liberty University, and 7 months later, we were engaged. During those months, we had a lot to talk about because, well, he's from a foreign country. He explained to me that his dream, his passion, his goal was to go back to Brazil, where he grew up in João Pessoa, the northeastern area of Brazil, and to grow the worship ministry at the church that he grew up at. So I kind of knew going into the relationship from the beginning that if this was going to work out, it would be likely that I would probably be moving to Brazil. During my senior year, I was looking for jobs at churches all over America. I never really had a strong attachment to any of them. And I realized I didn't really have anything keeping me here in America, except for, of course, my family and my friends. Coming to the decision to do life together internationally was a really big one for Serge and I. So much prayer went into it, receiving counsel from other people and sharing our feelings and concerns with each other. Something that gave us so much confidence to move forward was how much our friends and our families supported us. They knew that there was no distance that was too big for us to handle if this was God's plan for our lives. They really were such an amazing example and always have been and probably always will be an amazing example of how to trust the Lord, and it inspired Serge and I to do the same. So as you may have put together, we decided to jump. We caught the vision that God had for us, and we wanted to be a part of His big story together for the rest of our lives on earth. Serge popped the question on April 17th, and of course I said yes. And we began to make plans to merge our two very different lives together. Serge moved back to Brazil at the end of May, and I haven't seen him since. Thankfully, I had a job opportunity with the school that's attached to the church that Serge is working at. But the visa process has been a much longer process than we had anticipated. When Serge and I said goodbye, we didn't think that we'd be saying goodbye for 18 weeks. But I have really treasured my time here at home because I know that my visits home in the future will be few and far between, and that is definitely the hardest part about all of this. I love my family so much, and I'm so thankful that even though we're hemispheres apart, we are just going to be one call away. In order to make the moving process a little bit easier, I decided to plan a trip to Virginia as a halfway stop on my trip to Brazil. Most of my friends from college live on the East Coast, and actually most of them are in Virginia at the moment. So I'll be staying with my amazing friend Alyssa, and we're gonna go and see our other amazing friends in the area. It has been 4 months since I've hugged my girl gang. We used to all live together in college, and we really became sisters more than friends. I love them so much, and leaving them is going to be so hard. I really want you all to meet my friends because it is my hope that you can have a friend like them in your life. All of these girls have done much more with me than just have fun, though we have done a lot of that. They've seen me cry and be scared and worried and stressed. Basically every emotion in real life, they've seen it. And guess what? They have stuck around. They've spoken truth over my life when I was tempted to believe lies instead. And they've hugged me and given me words of encouragement when I needed them. I hope that I can be even a small amount of the encouragement to them that they have been to me. So without further ado, here is my attempt at some vlogging.
What's up, everybody? This is Alyssa.
Beautiful.
Here we are. Yes. She just picked me up. We're so happy to be together.
There were tears. There were tears, people.
Real ones. Yeah. Our first coffee.
Good morning, everyone. We are headed to Lynchburg, the very place where we spent 4 years of our lives.
That's where we met. It's our beginning. I love you. I always like I'm doing the rock sign, and I'm like, wait, love you.
That's right.
Hey guys, I am here at Liberty University with my friend Kylie. Hi! We both got our sunglasses on because it's pretty sunny out here.
Yes.
But, you know, we're talking about travel on Todd's Thoughts, and so I wanted to ask Kylie, where are the places you have traveled in your life?
Great question. So, I have traveled pretty much down most of the east coast of the United States of America. And I've been to other places in South America, like Bolivia.
You've been to Bolivia?
And yes.
I didn't know this.
And then I went to Guatemala, and then I went to Mexico. And that's it.
Wow!
Yes.
And Puerto Rico.
Oh, and Puerto Rico. I did do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And do you have a funny story to share with our viewers today?
I do have a funny story. So, I am married to this guy named Chris.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
Yep.
And when I went to Mexico, I was actually going on a missions trip, and he was going with me, and he was on my flight there. And
At the time, they weren't dating.
we were not dating. We actually didn't even like each other. Well, anyway, so what happened was I was sitting in the back of the plane, and Chris moved his spot to come sit next to me for a really long flight. It was like 5 hours, and I was like, wow, he's making a move. So that was the beginning of our relationship. There's my story.
That's a pretty great story.
Thank you.
I'm excited you guys met. I'm happy.
Me too.
They've been married for like a year now. She's one of my married friends.
Craziness. I pretty much know everything about marriage, so we're great.
Bye guys. Thanks for meeting Kylie.
Where are we at, Alyssa?
White Heart.
The White Heart. Look at that.
So we're at one of the best coffee shops in Lynchburg.
Very good.
What'd you get, Alyssa?
I got some sort of fall drink with pumpkin, white chocolate, and cinnamon. It's good.
Dirty chai, but they added pumpkin because here in America, we're really weird about our pumpkin things.
You gotta enjoy it while you can.
That's right.
Hey guys. Hey. This is my friend Trish. Well, her real name's Trisha, but we just call her Trish. And she is going to tell you guys about where she's been in the world.
So I've been to Paris, super fun. When I was there a couple years ago. It truly rained the whole time. Poured, but it was beautiful actually. Like, it was gorgeous.
Well, it's Paris.
Even though I was like completely soaked the entire time, it was great. Barcelona, I've been there. Amazing, probably one of my favorite places. Also Monaco, which, fun fact, Monaco is a really small country between France and Spain. That's half the size of Central Park in New York City.
I bet you
Super
didn't
small.
know that, kids.
But
I didn't
also
know
a really cool country. And then I did a bus tour all throughout Italy too. So I've been all around Europe, and not everywhere, but.
Wow, well, basically everywhere. That was pretty far. And Trish, do you have any funny stories to share with us about your travels?
Yeah, so I have one funny one. When we were in Italy, I was with two of my friends from high school, and my friend Casey, she orders a pizza in Italy, because it's like, that's what you order when you're in Italy. And so she got a cheese pizza, and it's like 4-cheese pizza. She gets it, there's like all these different cheeses, and she didn't realize that cheese in Italy is very different than cheese in America. So this pizza that she ordered had gorgonzola cheese, or however you say that, and she just did not like it because it's very strong cheese, and so it was just funny because it was not what she expected.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I will say cheese is different in different countries.
Yeah.
Brazilian cheese pizza, much different than American cheese pizza. Much different than Italian cheese pizza. Yeah. So there's your pizza story. Hope you go get some pizza now, guys. This has been my friend Trish. I love her very much. So we just got back to Richmond from our trip to Lynchburg, and it was so special. We got so much coffee. We ingested so much caffeine the last couple days. We saw so many people, had so many great conversations, and it was such a great time. Feeling filled up, and like, I can go move to Brazil now. All right, you guys, Alyssa is about to take me for a ride in her golf cart. There she be. Let's go for a ride. That was a lot. Alyssa is a speed demon. We just reached 30 miles an hour in a golf cart. That was wild. Thanks for being along for the ride. It was pretty fun. She's a pretty good driver.
First time, yeah.
In the golf cart. We almost flew out a couple times, almost hit just like 2 trees. And they're pretty good though. She's got all these fun trails behind her house, and so we tore it up. Hey guys, we're on our way to the airport. It's but early. Well, it's not even really that early. It's 6 a.m., but we got up sort of early. Early for us anyways. And we had Kirsten and Alyssa. And we all 3 snuggled in the bed last night. It was great. And yeah, this is kind of weird. Getting close to our last moments in America. So, feeling all the things. Excited for the trip to be over and to be back on the ground.
Well, just landed in Fort Lauderdale and slept the whole way and found myself some horrible coffee. So I am looking forward to a Brazilian cup of coffee very soon. So I have a layover for the next 9 hours. Jay chill in an airport. So I'm gonna work on putting this video together and all these little vlog moments from my trip to Lynchburg. It was such an amazing time. I'm so thankful for Alyssa hosting me and just driving me around to everybody I've ever known and loved so I can see them. And seeing everybody was so sweet and special and such a gift. Going into this whole move and just really big transition in life. It's amazing. And so I'm filled with a lot of gratitude knowing that I have their support and that I have my family's support. So I really couldn't ask for anything more. One thing that I love so much about my friends is that they are always pointing me back to the Lord. Whenever I have a moment where I'm scared or I'm worried about the future or even this trip, they're always there to point me back to Jesus and tell me that He is in charge of it all, and we have the opportunity to grow in our faith when we get to do things that scare us. And so this is just an opportunity to learn how to trust Him more and more on a really deep level. So I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to be in Brazil and to see Serge and his family, which will also be my family soon. And yeah, it's gonna be wild. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you've been debating making a choice to do something that's kind of scary or to stay comfortable where you are, I would suggest you do the scary thing, because it stretches you and grows you so much and shows you a new perspective that you couldn't have had you just stayed in your comfortable little place. Even if you don't have a friend there to hold your hand, or you don't have a family member there to hold your hand while you do the scary things in life, please, please, please know that Jesus is with you every step of the way. He sticks closer than a brother. He's really there for us, you guys. He's walking with us through all of the hard times, all the scary times, all of the exciting times, because He's the one that gave those moments to us. Thanks for following along and watching this story, and I'll see you guys very soon with an update on how my first couple of weeks in Brazil have gone. Stay tuned for more. See you next time on Tots Thoughts.